Welcome to another episode of Super B MMA. I am your host, founder, creator, whatever the hell you want to call me, Super B. Superb one. Super B's for Super Beater, by the way. So, in case you guys didn't know. So, UFC 166. Cain Velasquez, or Velasquez as Brock Lesnar called him, versus Junior Dos Santos. And this is part three of an epic war that's been going on. Well, first one was kind of quick. Second one was a massacre. And part three, well, let's see how that one goes. But here's my prediction and how I think the fight will go. So, what do we have? We have two guys. We have the heavyweight champion of the world, which is Cain Velasquez, and Junior Dos Santos. And they're training. It's interesting this time around because Junior Dos Santos has magically showed up with a muscle degenerative disease, a very rare one for that case. What a coinky dink that Junior Dos Santos would have a disease that will actually grant him access to the use of TRT. Brazil. What other Brazilian out there does something like that? Oh, that's right, Vitor Belfort. Well, it looks like he's taking the Vitor Belfort route. So we have JDS who's coming in as this huge science experiment. I go out there and I've been getting my blood checked, and I want to make sure that I am the healthiest fighter because I want to fight for a long time. And nah, you're cheating, JDS. That's what you're doing. Okay, we could all see right through you. This guy is huge now. He's ripped. Is this gonna help him? Yeah, it is gonna help him a lot. He's gonna come in with more power and more endurance. Is it a lot more power, a lot more endurance? I say he'll probably have about 25% more power for this fight. And the endurance, normally I would give him 1 round tops of endurance. This will stretch it out to 2 to 2.5 rounds. So, if JDS isn't able to finish this fight within the first 2.5 minutes, the fight's going to go the exact same way as it did last time. And I actually think it will go that way. Because JDS, though he's been dominant, let's be honest, the UFC heavyweight division is a very, very, very weak division. Until now. Before, back in JDS days when he was shining, I'm not going to take credit away for the guys that he defeated. These guys are monsters, sure, but there was no such thing as a well-rounded UFC heavyweight fighter until Cain Velasquez came around. And now you got guys out there like Verdum, who's actually added Muay Thai to his game, and Cormier, who came in. So the game is changing, but from all the divisions, the UFC heavyweight division was the last one to become a complete division. You had guys like Tim Sylvia dominating, Randy Couture, Frank Mir, Brock Lesnar. That alone should be proof of how weak the UFC heavyweight division has been until this point in time. So, what's going to happen? Well, Junior Dos Santos is going to come in there with a false sense of security. And I say false because of this. Junior Dos Santos is completely terrified of Cain Velasquez. You can see it. You can see it in his interviews. You can see when he tries to put him down and say that Cain Velasquez has no power. He hits like a girl. He hit me for 5 rounds and he cannot take me down. I finish fights. I come out there and I punch people and I finish fights. He just hit like a girl, man. Yeah, he hit you like a girl, but he dropped you, fool. Don't forget that. He rearranged your face. You went away depressed and you became so scared that you had to rely on science and go on TRT. He brought in a new wrestler to spar with, some Olympic Russian wrestler. That's not going to matter. The only thing that Junior Dos Santos can actually get is takedown defense, but that's not going to help either because people make the mistake thinking that Cain Velasquez tries to keep you down on the ground. He doesn't try to keep you down on the ground. He wants you to work to try to get back up. Because when you work to try to get back up, he's on top of you in a wrestle, and you're actually using up all your energy to try to get back up. What's the point of having you lay on your back, resting as well with him? So as far as the takedown defense, that's great. Turn it into a wrestling match. He's not going to win that. Even if he had Kurt Angle, who won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck, woo, that still wouldn't help him. At this point in time, it'll take years and years and years. Cain Velasquez trains every day with an Olympic wrestler, which is DC, Daniel Cormier. So a couple of months, a couple of weeks is not going to help Junior Dos Santos whatsoever with this. And both fighters come in, claiming to be black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's a bunch of BS. Neither one of these guys is a true black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just like we saw Benson Henderson get submitted by a blue belt in the last match, is because Benson went in there with false pretenses, thinking he's a black belt. Any true Brazilian artist is going to tell you that Benson is not a black belt. Maybe a blue belt, same level that Perez is at. That's why he got submitted and submitted so quick. Can either one of these guys submit one another? I don't see JDS being able to submit Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez might have something in his arsenal to submit him once he tires him out. Who knows? It'll be awesome if he actually got his ground game to that level, because he will turn into a fighter like Fedor, where he had to fear him everywhere, on the ground, standing up. It'll be a beautiful thing to see. But this fight might happen, but I don't think they're going to rely on that too much unless the opportunity just presents itself. So here's the weakness that comes with Junior Dos Santos. When Junior Dos Santos fights, every single time he fights, all his power comes from his left foot. He has to plant his left foot down in order to get a knockout punch or to get something to hurt you. He can't do that when he's fighting backwards. Look at all his fights. He always has to come forward, plant that left foot, either come with the right, underhand uppercut, overhand right, or the left. He can't do that going backwards. All Cain has to do is keep the distance close. Keep pressing the action, or every time he resets, come in from an angle, either from the left, from the right, it doesn't matter. Every time he does that, Junior has to reset himself. Every time he resets, that left foot's out. It's a bad habit that's hard to break, and he's not going to be able to break it. He did it again with the last fight with Hunt, and he wasn't very impressive in that fight either. It took him forever to finish Hunt. So, all in all, this fight is going to go, I say, 5 rounds, and it's going to end more than likely with the decision. I say 4 rounds to 1, Velasquez. I'm hoping for a TKO stoppage, maybe in the 4th, and Cain Velasquez wins it that way, just to shut JDS up, punish him for being a cheater, and send his ass packing once again to the bottom where he belongs. He's an amazing fighter, but he's not ready for Cain Velasquez quite yet. There's a lot of things he needs to work on, and most of it is up here. So if he gets that straightened out, maybe for part 4 he can come back and do it, but I don't see that happening as well. So again, that's my prediction. This has been Super B MMA. If you like it, wonderful. If you don't like it, even better. Bring your comments back to me. Bring the hate, bring the love. Either one, I want to read about it and I want to hear about it. So, see y'all later.